Hi, everybody. Thank you for starting your week off with us. I'm Diana Alvear. Welcome to Up to Speed Live. First, we want to start by acknowledging the devastating tornadoes in Iowa. This is an absolutely tragic situation. The picture is coming out of there, and we are thinking of all of you. We wanted you to know that. We also want you to remember that we do have our VtoV fund. Now, the VtoV Employee Relief Fund is Verizon's internal public charity. This is funded by donations from you, our Verizon employees. And VtoV helps employees when they're displaced from their homes as a result of a personal disaster, such as fires, floods, hurricanes, or things like the Iowa tornadoes, or as a result of domestic violence. More than 3,400 V-teamers have been helped by you. So please consider giving today. And for the details on how to do that, you can click the link in today's story. Also, we do want to remind you that we've expanded international calling, texting, and in-country data relief to include Ukraine, Hungary, Moldova, Poland, Romania, and Slovakia through this Thursday, March 10th. We are waiving international charges for residential landline customers to those countries as well, and you don't have to do anything to take advantage of these offers. And for the details on that, you can also click that link in today's story. So let's turn to the big news from last week. It was huge. Our Investor Day had the media buzzing. We made news, y'all. So we're just going to recap the announcements. First, we are going to be reaching 175 million people with our 5G ultra wideband by the end of this year. We also announced Plus Play. This is a unique platform exclusive to Verizon customers that will allow users to purchase, discover, and manage their favorite streaming services across entertainment, audio, gaming, fitness, music, lifestyle, and more, and it's all in one place. And the first of many partners in Plus Play were also announced. They include Netflix, Peloton, Disney+, Hulu, ESPN+, so many more partners. What else could you want? We also unveiled a first-of-its-kind partnership with Meta. We're going to understand how the Metaverse capabilities are going to become a part of our everyday lives. And we're partnering with Solona, an enterprise 5G company, to offer a new cost-competitive private networking solution that's going to help those small and mid-sized businesses overcome their most pressing security and service challenges. So yeah, a lot of news right there. And if you want to watch a replay of the event, you can check that out in today's story. So last week, congratulations to Baltimore. You are our newest 5G home internet city. Yay! That's giving residents a new option for home internet using our millimeter wave technology. So always good news there. We now cover 30 million households and 900 cities with our fixed wireless access offerings. So very exciting there. Tomorrow, also a big day. You do not want to miss our International Women's Day event with Women's CoLab and Bustle, and that happens at 12 noon Eastern. Raquel and I are hosting a great webcast. It's going to be filled with practical advice like stuff you can use, panels, conversations from Verizon women leaders and others, including women executives from Chipotle, Walmart, and Kimberly-Clark. This week, our retail colleagues are participating in activities that promote positive mental health. We could all use that, right? Well, check this out. Part of their activities include building mindfulness toolkits that are going to benefit our global nonprofit partner, Find Your Anchor. And these kits are going to be distributed to students to help them experience the benefits of mindfulness. Really proud of you guys. The messages on those bags are adorable. So are you a blinding lights and I can't feel my face when I'm with you, that kind of fan? Okay, well, guess what, Weeknd fans? Today's the day. Verizon Up members have exclusive access to a presale of the Weeknd's After Hours Till Dawn tour. This presale lasts just through this Wednesday, March 9th, okay? So don't miss it. Get all the details in today's story. That is going to be an awesome concert. And finally, yeah, we ran through a lot of stuff pretty quickly. Our up-to-speed teammate, Audie Wineland, had an awesome conversation with Bob the drag queen about their new partnership with Samsung. Such great stuff. They also talked about LGBTQ+ activism, self-love, and more. So let's take a listen.
Hey V-Team, it's Audie, and today we are joined by a extremely special guest, the one and only Queen Extraordinaire, Bob the drag queen. Bob, how's it going?
I'm great. Wow, the Queen Extraordinaire. I love that. Maybe I'll add that to my website. I really appreciate that.
How excited are you about the launch of the Samsung S22?
Well, it's really great. So anyone who knows me knows that I have been an avid Verizon and Samsung user for a really long time now. So it felt like a really great partnership. It felt pretty natural. And this phone, it really is an amazing phone. So it has this new like night mode camera, which is really great because I am a creature of the night. I wake up at the crack of noon. So by the time I wake up, the sun's already on its way down. So the night mode camera is really great, especially considering I'm a comedian, I'm a drag queen, and I'm a late nighter. So that's a really great feature for me personally.
So, I mean, we all saw your season of RuPaul's Drag Race, season 8. Congrats, 6 years later. One of the things that you talked a lot about on the show was your passion for standing up for LGBTQ plus rights and marriage equality. And here at Verizon, we celebrate everyone, all different backgrounds, sexual identities. And so I know that a lot of V-teamers would love to hear about your involvement with Drag Queen Weddings for Equality and kind of just your experience working with that group and just all you've done to advocate for the community.
It was like 5 drag queens, just like 5 drag queens who just wanted to go to Times Square and yell about our lack of rights. And we did it for a little over a year. We did it until there was marriage equality in New York, which felt really, really great to have. And then, of course, it was federally recognized. And I started doing that just because I found out some things that felt like injustice to me, and at the time that felt like the most effective way for me to enact change. As you get older and as things change and as your status changes, there's different ways to enact change. For some people it is going to be protesting, for some people it's going to be legislature, for some people it's going to be influencing. There's lots of people. Everyone has like a different position in the battle for equal rights.
Yeah. And I know you had kind of talked about how you were in Albany when gay marriage was legalized. You got arrested in drag. What was all of that like?
So when I got arrested in drag, it was really emotional. We were at Bryant Park, which is about a block over from Times Square. And we knew we were going to get arrested. The plan was to get arrested, to cause a scene and get arrested, to get national coverage for marriage equality. And, in Albany, it was pretty intense, too. There were so many people there, so much passion from both sides, actually. And listening in, and we were tired, and we were hungry, and we were emotional, we were crying, we were angry, we were, hopeful, upset. All of that rolled into one. And plus, I was really young. I don't even know how old I was. I was in my early 20s, which I am not right now. I am a little far from that at this point in my life. And it really did feel like it was just a very emotional time in my life, and ever since then I've just kind of been interested in enacting political change or helping push forward political change.
So one quote that has always kind of stood out to me that you said on your season of Drag Race was, find something you love about yourself and focus on that. And I think that was just such a powerful kind of empowering message, self-love, having confidence in yourself. And I'm wondering if since then, did that comment resonate with anyone? Did people reach out to you about how that kind of impacted them?
You remember that all the way from when you were 16, isn't were you in like a home economics or math class being like, yeah, that's right, Bob?
Well, I'll admit I remembered the general paraphrased version. I went and checked the real one a couple days ago.
Well, I actually got that from a friend named and I don't know where they got it from, but I heard it from a friend named my friend named Larry Darnell Penn Whitfield, who's an actor and humorist and singer in New York City, and I went to their show. I remember them saying, find the one thing you love about yourself. And, for me, if you have one nice tooth, you say to yourself, man, this is a really nice tooth. I love this tooth. Then maybe you can learn to love the tooth next to it, and then the gums, and then your lips, and then your face, and then your head, and then your shoulders, and then your body.
Well, thank you so much, Bob, for being here, for spreading your positive energy with the V team. Everyone is going to love watching this. Do you have any last words for the V team?
I'm just very grateful. Thank you all for your time, and maybe I'll see you, around.
That was so fun to listen to, but also really inspiring. My thanks to Adi for that. And I love that he said, focus on the thing you love about yourself. And we should all be doing that because we're always picking ourselves apart and focusing on the wrong things. But that one thing you love about yourself, please focus on that today, okay? I'm Diana Alvear. I hope that you stay safe, that you stay with your loved ones and happy, and you have a great week. And I'm going to let Bob do the honors because he's done so well already. Go ahead, Bob.
Until next time, you're up to speed. Mwah.